that fell below his chin. I was trying not to look too pointedly at the third member of the group, who was lounging on cushions near Jakob, playing with a tiny Persian kitten on her lap. Now that I saw her in full light, I had a little difficulty in recognizing the excitable, passionate creature I had taken for a boy only the night before. Kodari's daughter this evening was a very self-possessed, consciously feminine young woman indeed. Of course, girls are like that, squealing one minute, all assured dignity the next. She was dressed in the tight-wrapped white trousers that Tajik women wear, with curled Persian slippers on her dainty feet, and any illusion of boyishness was dispelled by the roundness of the cloth of silver blouse beneath her short embroidered jacket. Round her head she wore a pale pink turban, very tight, framing a striking young face as pale as alabaster. You'll think me susceptible, but I found her incredibly fetching, with her slanting almond eyes, the only Chinese thing about her, the slightly protruding milk-white teeth which showed as she teased and laughed at the kitten, the determined little chin, and the fine straight nose that looked as if it had been chiseled out of marble. Not as perfectly beautiful as Montez, perhaps, but with the lithe, graceful gift of movement, that hint of action in the dark, unfathomable eyes, which... well. As Jakob Beg was saying, Izzat tells me you are eager to rejoin your own people in India, Flashman Bahadur. Before we discuss that, I wish to make a small token sign of my gratitude to you. Well, for my life, no less. There are perhaps half a dozen people in the world who have saved Jakob Beg at one time or another. 3 of them you see here. More fool us, growls Kutuba. A thankless task, friends. But you are the first Ferengi to render me that service. So, he gave that frank, impulsive grin and ducked his shaven head. If you are willing, and will do me the great honor to accept it. I wondered what was coming, and caught my breath when, at a signal from Said Khan, a servant brought in a tray on which were 4 articles: a little bowl containing salt, another in which an ember of wood burned smokily, a small square of earth with a shred of rank grass attaching to it, and a plain wave-bladed Persian dagger with a snake and hare design on its blade. I knew what this meant, and it took me aback, for it's the ultimate honor a hillman can do to you. Jakob Beg wanted to make me his blood brother. And while you could say I had saved his life, still it was big medicine on such short acquaintance. However, I knew the formula, for I had been blood brother to young Ilderim of Magala years before, so I followed him in tasting the salt and passing my hand over the fire and the earth, and then laying it beside his on the knife, while he said, and I repeated, by earth and salt and fire, by hilt and blade, and in the name of